mosquito in the house, and I can hear him like every so often. So if I'm like clapping, that's what I'm trying to do, is get the mosquito. Anyway, so I just wanted to share some of my tips and tricks that helped me pass, because I see so many people asking questions and I just wanted to kind of extend my advice. So first of all, I took my class through the CE shop, and I went into my national and state after I passed the CE shop, and I knew probably 20% of what was on the test. I had no idea. I had never seen like 80% of this information. It was awful. I walked out and got a 56. You know, the broker I'm with told me once you pass your school test, like the state and national is like nothing, like it's super easy, blah, blah, blah. So I went in like super confident, and like I knew everything from Prep Edge. Like I can tell you everything from Prep Edge up and down, and it was bad. So I leave there with a 50. Oh my gosh, I want to get that mosquito. Anyway, so I left with a 56, and I was really scared, to be honest. But I got a book called Arizona Real Estate Study Guide, and it's by Jonathan Dalton, and it's just from Amazon. I downloaded it to my Kindle, and what's super helpful about that, and I love about, I don't have a Kindle, but I download it to my phone, to my tablet, and you can actually highlight like whatever you want, change it whatever color you want, so it's there. And then you can also just click it, copy it, go to the three dots in the corner, go down to flashcards, create a deck, say deed of trust, and then copy and paste the definition and the word, and then you have a flashcard. You can make as many as you want. I make like 10, 20 within like a 5-minute period, and I can go back to those whenever I have like an extra 2 minutes of time and go through them. So I think that's really helpful. That really helped me not only with the state and the national, but the course as well. So that's a big tip. And the book itself I found really helpful because it wasn't just like memorize. It was he was actually teaching you the concepts, which I think is one of the biggest things that I messed up on in the beginning, is I was kind of memorizing instead of actually learning the concepts. So it was like, instead of memorizing CAT spells cat, it was like C is ka, A is at, and T is t. So what does ka at mean, you know? So that's very helpful. It's also very test specific. Like the goal of the book is to help you pass the test, period. So it will be like, you know, there's 26 letters in the alphabet, but you only need to know A, E, I, O, U, and that they're vowels. So it's very test specific. Like it specifically says for the test, this is all you need to know. So that was super helpful. Highly recommend the book. I went and I took it a second time, and I got a 67. So I went from a 56 to a 67, which was better. But I still need to do a little bit more, so I finally gave the Joe Hogan real estate videos on YouTube a try, and they are the most boring things. I sit there and I fall asleep. Like if I try to read them, people are like, listen to them before you go to bed, and I'm like, it puts me to sleep. It's worse than like, you know, Tylenol PM. It just puts me straight to sleep. But I found if I listen to it while I'm like doing my hair, doing my makeup, I think I just saw that mosquito. I'm doing my hair, my makeup, doing dishes, laundry, etc. It was very helpful. And even just having it in the background, not like specifically sitting there watching it and listening to it, was helpful. And you know, I came to a question where it was talking about if you don't have expertise in an area like like commercial real estate, what are you supposed to do? And it's that you're supposed to put in writing to the client that you don't have expertise in that area. And I never learned that in any of the other platforms. So having like heard that from him, I was like, oh, I remember putting on eyeliner and him talking about this, and it was helpful, and I highly recommend doing that. And I passed, and I ended up taking the third test in like an hour because I actually knew so much information. So his videos were super helpful. So those are my tips. Get the Jonathan Dalton real estate book, make the flashcards on the Kindle. Actually, I'm gonna get that thing. Actually retain the information and understand it instead of just memorizing it. Look it up, try to find examples within your own town or city, and I'm in Arizona, so your own state, and that again is just so helpful to actually learn it, not just memorize it. And then listen to those boring Joe Hogan videos, even if it's over and over and over until it gets ingrained in your head. And those are my biggest tips. I hope this is helpful, and don't give up because you're gonna pass. The good thing is it's gonna happen. You're gonna pass. You can do this.